You recording the trap? Huh? You recording the trap?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. This is Ringo. So great.
I was going shopping. I really was. I was going to get some stuff at Walmart. And I feel like it needs to stop. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous.
But it's okay for them.
I mean, we done fought with the wars. Everybody else fought in. We done lost people just like everybody else. So it's ridiculous. We're gonna let the past go. I mean, what happened back then. It's a new America. We need to change things instead of rolling back to the past.
See, what happens is you get all these folks out here pissing people off and shit like this happens, and then it's over. Have the cops and everything else out here.
Hey, George, make them understand where's the other start take calls.
Well,
No, we're pulling the extra one this time. Oh, she want a picture. Hey, she getting a picture. Come on, get in there. My cheese. I'll swim in this flag.
Go to hell.
Go to hell.
Y'all are just the same.
What we doing on here,
It's
right?
just a flag. Y'all have y'all's flag, we have ours. Y'all can have black pride, we can have white pride. I don't care. Ain't no pride. You see us with a flag?
You get $10.
If you didn't like it, why'd you show up? You ain't gonna do that right in your house. You ain't gonna outdo us. Get over here.
They have the mic up, put the mic up and the camera, then we might. All right, can I get you to say your first, last name, spell it for me? You can look at me the whole time.
I'm Jennifer Johnson, Jennifer Hollifield. That's my husband.
And what group put this on? Was it just...
I just found this out from a friend of mine, and basically the reason I'm here is for the heritage. It's not about hate for me. This is not about black or white or any other color. This is about a pure preserving our heritage.
But some people I heard said the heritage, it's a symbol of racism, slavery.
It's not a symbol of racism or slavery. If you look back through your history books, it'll tell you the fact. A lot of people are going by ignorance and not following their history books or learning what they need to learn about. They dictate as it's racism because the blacks were in the Civil War anyway. It wasn't about slavery for us. For me, I'm preserving my right for my kids and my grandkids.
What is that right?
What is that right? Our Southern heritage, what we grew up on. You see it through the South every day, but everybody wants to blame the name game as race or any other bullcrap, and it's not.
Do you think that, you know, today in downtown Chattanooga, they ended up burning the Confederate flag?
They end up burning the American flag. You don't see people standing up for that.
on the American flag and stomp on it.
But yet, it's okay to fly these other flags and a symbol of hate and stuff like that. But yet, for banning a simple flag that doesn't stand for what people think it stands for, it's not what it's about.
Do you feel like, I mean, your rights are being taken away?
I feel like it's stupid. I feel like our kids are losing their rights. They're going to look back and ask us as parents, hey, what is this flag? What does it represent? I had two of my 9-year-old boys ask me the other day what it. I broke it down. It's a symbol of Christ. It goes back to St. James, if you want to look technical about it. It's not about racism. It's not about slavery.
A symbol of Christ.
Yeah.
Break it down.
Break it down? Okay. Where's the flag at? Right here. You got the cross. If you lay it down right here, it's basically, it looks like an X. Right? You tear around the color. What do you see? Just a plain flag with the white stripes? These are the 13 colonies for the stars. That has nothing to do with hate. Basically, they want to blame it back on the Civil War. They want to blame it back on the Civil War. The Civil War was not about slavery. They wanted to secede from the Union.
All right, I'm here with the same guy. Make sure you get the movements. A lot of hand movements. I'm trying to keep up. All right. All right, say that one more time.
It's not about slavery. They want to blame it on the slavery. It wasn't even about that.
when, you know, obviously, you know, South Carolina, the gunman went into the church,
and my heart goes out to him. It really, truly does. I'm a Christian. It goes out to him. But they shouldn't take this as an offense as for what this guy done. He also was standing there holding an American flag that was burning too, was he not? But does anybody say anything about that?
Tell them till they fix the
No,
heart.
they don't.
Tell them till they
They
fix
just
the
want to
heart.
rip it around because they see this as hate. Until people get their hearts right, they're going to see hate.
That's right.
That's simple as that. That's all I got to say.
But do you, I have one last question. Do you understand the other perspective?
I see their other perspective. I truly do.
They ain't seen it.
But they ain't seeing where we're coming from either. They see it, oh, it's white. The KKK had it. No, the KKK had the American flags. If you look back and do your research, the KKK never started on slavery. It started for the bad people on earth to beat their children, beat their wives.
White and black.
White, black, any other color. That's what they stood for. They need to go home and do the research before they start posting up. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong.
And what about, I got a question, what about the flag that today, downtown Chattanooga, they ended up burning the Confederate flag? How does that make you feel?
It's ignorance. It's pure ignorance. That's all it is. People can't see that. It's pure ignorance. Simple as that.
Hey, he wants. You see any hate in that? Ain't no hate in that.
He's family.
What if I get shot?
You ain't getting shot.
People's gonna have my head. You can tell. Not even playing. Anybody got dip?
Hey, it's coming up the flag. Put your fat one in.
That way they know.
Let them see it.
Southern pride. Who's Kevin?
Where's Angela?
Hell no.
Yee.
America, boy. Hey, turn that over here. Flag still red, white, and blue, right? Yeah. Right.
Where you at? Put that little car down here and be repping your brother's flag.
So if it comes up, we can't use the video at all. So. All right, if you could stay just like that the whole time, okay? Not moving, just look at me. Can I first get you to say your first, last name, spell it for me?
Tyler Walden, Tyler Walden.
What do you think about the flag?
I mean, to me, it's just the flag. It's just like the American flag, you know. I mean, every other flag, you know, it always stands for something different. But to me, you know, I'm about like as white as it gets, you know. I don't really care too much about it, you know. We're just all human people, you know. We're just out here just living life, I reckon.
We ain't here for no racism either.
No.
Do you consider yourself African American?
Yeah, I mean, my color don't lie, you know, but you know, I'm about as white as they come, you know.
So, tell me a little bit about when you hear people say that this flag is a symbol of hate and racism.
I mean, people have their own opinions. I mean, like what I stands for, you know, it don't come off as racism or anything. Like the other girl said, you know, back in the day, I go back all in the Bible, you know, it's just what they say.
What do you think about the fact that there's an effort to take the flag down in South Carolina?
I don't think they should. I mean, this goes back. I mean, this shows the war that we overcame. You don't see. I mean, there's still racism out there, but that's just ignorant people. I take it. You know? I mean, I don't sit here and judge people by the way they look or act. You know, I mean, God made them the way they are. You know, so.
Some people who are going to watch this tonight, they're going to say, you know, when it comes to slavery, you know, they're going to say that the Confederate flag, slaves were enslaved under the Confederate flag, and someone who looks like you would be in chains. I mean, so some people, they couldn't wrap their minds around it, seeing an African-American guy standing beside a Confederate flag.
Yeah, exactly what I said, you know, it's just a flag, the war that we overcame, and to make racism, you know, not as not make this day to be about slavery. You know, you don't see nobody in chains, or you don't see nobody getting hung or anything like that. So that's the way I look at it.
What's happening now?
Another revolution.
That was a long time ago. You know, it's a different day in history. You know, we're just putting the books down. You know,
Thank
all
you.
over the news.